Oh, hope next year will end better, muttered Jo, who found it very hard to see Meg absorbed in a stranger before her face. For Jo loved a few persons very dearly, and dreaded to have their affection lost or lessened in any way. "I hope the third year from this will end better. I mean it. I mean it shall if I live to work out my plans," said Mr. Brooke, smiling at Meg as if everything had become possible to him now. "Doesn't it seem very long to wait?" asked Amy, who was in a hurry for the wedding. "I've got so much to learn before it shall be ready. It seems a short time to me," answered Meg, with a sweet gravity in her face never seen there before. "You have only to wait. I am to do the work," said John, beginning his labors by picking up Meg's napkin with an expression which caused Jo to shake her head, and then say to herself with an air of relief as the front door banged, "Oh, here comes Laurie. Now we shall have a little sensible conversation." But Jo was mistaken, for Laurie came prancing in, overflowing with spirits, bearing a great bridal-looking bouquet for Mrs. John Brooke, and evidently laboring under the delusion that the whole affair had been brought about by his excellent management. "I knew Mr. Brooke would have it his own way. He always does, for when he makes up his mind to accomplish anything, it's done though the sky falls," said Laurie, when he had presented his offering and his congratulations. "Much obliged for that recommendation. I take it as a good omen for the future, and invite you to my wedding on the spot," answered Mr. Brooke, who felt at peace with all mankind, even his mischievous pupil. "I'll come if I'm at the end of the earth, for the sight of Joe's face alone on that occasion would be worth a long journey." "You don't look festive, ma'am. What's the matter?" asked Laurie, following her into a corner of the parlor, whither all had adjourned to greet Mr. Lawrence. "I don't approve of the match, but I've made up my mind to bear it, and shall not say a word against it," said Jo solemnly. "You can't know how hard it is for me to give up Meg," she continued with a little quiver in her voice. "You don't give her up. You only go halves," said Laurie consolingly. "Oh, it never can be the same again. I've lost my dearest friend," sighed Jo. "You've got me anyhow. I'm not good for much, I know, but I'll stand by you, Jo, all the days of my life. Upon my word, I will." And Laurie meant what he said. "I know you will, and I'm ever so much obliged. You are always a great comfort to me, Teddy," returned Jo, gratefully shaking hands. "Well, now, don't be dismal. There's a good fellow. It's all right, you see. Meg is happy. Brooke will fly round and get settled immediately. Grandpa will attend him, and it will be very jolly to see Meg in her own little house. We'll have capital times after she is gone, for I shall be through college before long, and then we'll go abroad on some nice trip or other. Wouldn't that console you?" "I'd rather think it would, but there's no knowing what may happen in 3 years," said Jo thoughtfully. "That's true. Don't you wish you could take a look forward and see where we shall all be then?" "I do," returned Laurie. "I think not, for I might see something sad, and everyone looks so happy now. I don't believe they could be much improved." And Joe's eyes went slowly round the room, brightening as they looked, for the prospect was a pleasant one. Father and mother sat together quietly, reliving the first chapter of the romance, which for them began some 20 years ago. Amy was drawing the lovers, who sat apart in a beautiful world of their own, the light of which touched their faces with a grace the little artist could not copy. Beth lay on her sofa, talking cheerily with her old friend, who held her little hand as if he felt that it possessed the power to lead him along the peaceful way she walked. Jo lounged in her favorite low seat with the grave, quiet look which best became her, and Laurie, leaning on the back of her chair, his chin on a level with her curly head, smiled with his friendliest aspect, and nodded at her in a long glass which reflected them both. So grouped, the curtain falls upon Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy. Whether it ever rises again depends upon the reception given to the first act of the domestic drama called Little Women. The end of Volume 1.